Okay, so people who don't know how to multiply numbers in such a scenario, I'm doing some fundamentals here. Please concentrate. For people who are not comfortable, I'm doing this. Others who know, you can just relax. So whenever we have something like A plus B into, say, something called C plus D, when we have to multiply A plus B into C plus D. So basically, I'm sure every one of you understands that when we wait, if we were to have a simple multiplication like A multiplied with B plus C, how do we do it? That's a distributive property, right? A multiplied with B plus C. How do we do it? A into B plus then we do A into C. So we do A into B plus A into C. That's how we multiply. For example, we have, say, we need to multiply, say, 2 into 3 plus 5. One way of doing it is 3 plus 5 is 8 and 2 into 8 is 16. That's one way of doing it. Another way of doing the same thing is we multiply 2 into 3. So 2 into 3 plus you multiply 2 into 5, that is 2 into 5. So we do it as 2 3s are 6 plus 2 5s are 10. Now I'm doing it for the benefit of everyone, especially people who do not understand this. So A into B plus C is A into B plus A into C. Whereas if we have A into, say, B minus C, what do we do when we have A into B minus C? We write it as A into B, and this minus remains there. Therefore, A into C, that is A into C. That's how we multiply, right? So when we have A plus B into C plus D, the way we do it is A multiplied. This A is first multiplied with this entire bracket. Therefore, A into C plus D, A into C plus D, plus we multiply this B into C plus D. So B into C plus D. So we have to ensure that we distribute it that way. A into C plus D plus B into C plus D. Once you know that, you can definitely do this. A into C is AC plus A into D is AD. Similarly, B into C is BC. Your B into D is plus BD. So what I'm trying to tell you is that's how you distribute and multiply. So this is something very fundamental, but I'm still teaching you because I don't want you to make mistakes. If you can see, Krishnam has a different answer, Rochan has a different answer, and Akshat has a different answer. The reason why that, different answers are coming because they're making some mistakes. Okay, if you don't want to make a mistake, you need to be very careful initially and write the steps neatly so that it will help you to fundamentally get things first. Later on in life, you can get into faster techniques. You will learn that later in life, so you need not worry. For now, let's do it. Okay, so you have 5x minus 1. So we need 5x. Now 5x multiplies with what? X plus 3. Okay. Okay, so can Hitansh, can you work with me on this problem? Hitansh, let's do it together.
Yes, sir.
Come on, tell me, what do I do? 5x into x plus 3, what's the next step?
5x into x.
No, we'll do that later. First finish this, 5x into x plus 3, then you have minus 1 into, tell me.
Sir, the screen is too small. Sir, I'll rejoin. The voice is cracking.
Okay, so you're using a phone?
No, sir, PC.
So PC, the screen should be good enough for you, right?
No, अब मैं उसको बड़ा कर दिया, but then voice is cracking. I'll rejoin.
Okay. Yes, Saswat, you want to do it? Who wants to do it with me? Saswat. Okay. So minus 1 into x plus 3, right? Okay. So look here, guys. So you have 5x into x plus 3 minus 1 into x plus 3. On your right hand side, what do you have? X into 5x plus 1, x into 5x plus 1. Can you see that? If anyone has a problem, stop me. Plus, you can see you have minus 5 into 5x plus 1. So let me erase this piece quickly. Okay, let me just remove this so that we have space to do it. Okay, let me write that step here. Okay, so you have 5x multiplied with 5x plus 1, then you have minus 5. Minus 5 multiplied with 5x plus 1. Right? And then you have your plus 40 separately. Right? So now let's multiply. 5x multiplied with x. What is 5x into x? It is 5x square. 5x into x is 5x square. X into x, I'm sure everyone understands x into x is x square. It's quadratic in nature. X into x is called x square. Right? It's like 2 into 2, you know, is 4. 2 into 2, you know, it's 4. But if I were to write it, I can write it as 2 square. If I have 2 into 2 into 2, if I multiply 3 times, I write it as 2 to the power of 3. You have learned this in exponents, right? So your 5x into x is 5x square plus 15x. What are we left with? We're nothing else there. Minus 1. Now you have your minus 1 into x is minus x. Your minus 1 into 3 is minus 3. On your right hand side, if you simplify, x into 5x is 5x square and x into 1 is plus x. Okay. Let me erase this piece quickly. We're just doing the simplification. I don't know why others are getting a different answer. I would have loved if someone wants to concentrate and discuss the question with me, but that's okay. Let me do it for you. 5x into x is 5x squared plus x minus of 5 into 5x is 5 into 5x. So it's 5 5s are 25. Your minus 25x minus 5 into 1 is minus 5. And you have your plus 40 out there. This is your plus 40. So you can see you have 5x square on this side, you have 5x square on that side. If I get this 5x square on left side, what happens to that, Hitansh? I have 5x square here. Okay. I can, this 5x square which is on the right hand side, if I get it on the left hand side, it will become minus 5x square. Your 5x square minus 5x square, right? So you have 15x here and your minus x. What is 15x minus x? Anyone? What is 15x minus x? Quickly write in the chat box. Let me check if you are here following me. 15x minus x. Very good. So you have 14x. Let me write it here, 14x. Okay. And I want to bring all the x's on the right hand side. What are the x's you have on the right hand side? You have x and minus 25x. Your x minus 25x will be minus 24x. You have x on the right hand side. You have this minus x. You can see you have, I'll just taking a look at it. Look at this. You have x here. You have minus 25x. Your x minus 25x is basically minus 24x. 1 apple minus 25 apples. X minus 25x. 1 apple minus 25 apples will be minus 24 apples. So you have minus 24x. If it comes on your left hand side, it will become plus 24x. So I'm writing here on this side itself, plus 24x. And let me push all the numbers on the right hand side. Let's see what are the numbers you already have on the right hand side. What are the numbers you have on the right hand side? You can see you have some numbers on the right hand side. You have minus 5 here. You have plus 40. What is 40 minus 5? 40 minus 5 is plus 35. Let me write that plus 35. Okay. So let me write that plus 35 there. So you have 35 on the right hand side. And you can see on the left hand side of this equality sign, left hand side of the equality sign, you have minus 3 here if you can observe. You have minus 3 out here. This minus 3, if it comes to right hand side, it will be plus 3. Are we missing out on any numbers or any part of the equation? I don't think so. We have not missed anything. So you can see, now I can say this 5x square and minus 5x square gets cancelled. It's like apple minus apple is always 0. Monkey minus monkey will always be 0. 10 rupees minus 10 rupees is always 0. 10 donkeys minus 10 donkeys is always 0. Okay, so you have 5x square minus 5x square, that should be cancelled because the value of that will be 0. So now what is left with you? you have 24x plus 14x. It's like 24 apples plus 14 apples. That will be 38 apples. That is 38x. Your 38x on your left hand side is equal to 35 plus 3, which is equal to 38. Therefore, your x value is 38 divided by 38. So 38 divided by 38 is equal to 1. Okay, so that's your answer.